Hello everyone, welcome to Project Veritas headquarters in the infamous Wall of Shame, where the journalists' reputations go to die, where journalists print corrections and retractions about me, they lie about me, and I frame them. This one is a big one. This 324 goes to Business Insider, one of the greatest lies of them all, but this is from 2017. It's about my arrest. They have retracted the very basis for many other articles that have come out. This is a big one. Cue the Retracto theme song. We're watching you.
Retracto, the correction alpaca. Retracto, he's coming at ya.
Business Insider published, quote, O'Keefe is charged and convicted for tampering with the phones of a former U.S. senator. This is from the arrest 10 years ago. The problem? There was no tampering. The affidavit came out, the factual basis came out, signed by the U.S. attorney, signed by everyone, saying there was never an intent to do any of that. It did not happen. So Business Insider originally printed this. It was circulated, it was cross-cited, and it was eventually put on Wikipedia. The original article has just been retracted 3 years later. Retracto doesn't give up. Retracto doesn't quit. Retracto is indefatigable. So the revision was, he didn't plead guilty to tampering with phones. He pled guilty to using false pretenses, which, false pretenses, the element of pretense is inherent in undercover work. So there's actually nothing different about what we did there in New Orleans versus what we always do. Big moral distinction between using pretense as an undercover technique to gain trust of someone and tampering with federal phones. Business Insider and this reporter whose name is Brennan Weiss, there's his Twitter. Feel free to give him a piece of your mind. Brennan Weiss, Business Insider journalist, had to add into the article, quote, defendants represented themselves and their purposes for gaining access to the phones to orchestrate a conversation about phone calls to the senator's staff and capture the conversation on video, not to actually tamper with the phone system or to commit any other felony. It's a pretty key distinction. They orchestrated a conversation. So we have gotten the retraction from Business Insider. It will hang forevermore on our wall of shame. This article was used for many other articles calling me a phone tamperer, calling me a felon, saying I was convicted for doing something I did not do. And mind you, it would have stayed on the internet had not we fought them. How many other lies and corrections are up there, are staying on the internet for electronic eternity, but not for people fighting back? So now we have the resources, we have the will. If you lie us, you will have a retraction. So, Mr. Brennan Weiss, there you go. Mr. Brennan Weiss, we are watching you. We are watching you. And be advised, all of this could be avoided. People wouldn't be tweeting at you right now if you just stuck to the facts. All of it could be avoided if you just did your jobs. Just do your jobs. Don't be lazy. Don't be incompetent. Don't be corrupt. Do your jobs. Do investigative reporting. Because if you were doing your jobs, there wouldn't be a need for people like me.